everyone and welcome to another brand new video. So as you know that the NEET 2025 date has been already announced, and so starting from now you're exactly having 4 months left for the exam. The exam is scheduled on 4th of May 2025, and so in this video I'll be going to share the complete strategy, the timetable and everything that you should be following in these last 4 months, because I think that for any competitive exam the last few months are very important, and especially for NEET these last 4 months will ultimately decide you that in which college you are going to be there, what rank you will be having and everything. So these 4 months are entirely crucial for you, unlike of how much you have prepared for the last 1 year, 2 year or even more. Because I genuinely believe that in these 4 months अगर कोई बहुत अच्छे से मेहनत करता है, then it can also elevate your marks to certain levels that happened with me. So I wasn't getting enough marks when I was in my initial journey, but lastly मेरे marks बहुत improve हुए थे. So I guess that if you're seriously preparing for the exam, then you're just at the right place. Please do watch the video till the end, because बहुत सारे चीज़ों के बारे में I will be talking here. Your timetable, the strategy, the daily goals, how many question papers you should solve and how many questions you should solve, and everything related to the last 4 months that I have even studied and I have even carried on for myself. So this is really going to be a beneficial video for all of you, and if you're new to my channel then please do make sure to subscribe it, because in these few months I'll try posting more videos about this. So yeah, let's get started then. Okay, so let's go systematically, huh? अगर you are having 4 months left for your exam, then so technically by now you should have already completed your syllabus, and I don't think that droppers should have a problem with that, because they already have completed their syllabus and maybe this time they are revising and they are appearing for tests, which is completely okay. That should be a strategy for the droppers. But if you are a fresher and if you still have completed your syllabus, then it's fine, it's really good, you're going on the right track, just keep on doing it. But if you're a fresher and if you haven't already completed your syllabus, which is pretty much common among the freshers, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों के लिए इतना पॉसिबल नहीं होता है कि बहुत पहले से सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाए. अगर इफ़ यू हैवंट कंप्लीटेड दिस सिलेबस टिल नाउ, देन यू कैन डिवोट ऑलमोस्ट 1 month or 1.5 month max to max for it, but make sure that you complete reading all the chapters of your 11th and 12th at least once. Do not wait for your teacher to teach, क्योंकि बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि इंस्टीट्यूशंस में भी the teachers cannot complete their syllabus on time. बहुत सारे ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स में भी सिलेबस टाइम पे कंप्लीट नहीं किया जाता है. बट एवरीथिंग शुड नॉट बी टॉट, लाइक यू आर हैविंग बेसिक सेंस, एंड क्लास 11th और 12th के चैप्टर्स इतने भी हार्ड नहीं होते हैं कि पढ़ने के बाद वो समझ में ना आए. बट येट इफ यू कैन नॉट अंडरस्टैंड दिस, देन प्लीज गो टू यूट्यूब एंड सर्च सम वीडियोज, वॉच सम वन शॉट वीडियोज और सम लॉन्ग वीडियोज. एनीथिंग यू कैन डू, जस्ट डू इट राइट नाउ एंड मेक श्योर दैट यू कंप्लीट दैट सिलेबस. अभी क्या करना है, अभी एक नोटबुक निकालो एंड यू शुड राइट डाउन ऑल द चैप्टर्स विच आर पेंडिंग, जो तुमने एक बार भी नहीं पढ़ा है, एंड देन गो एंड स्टार्ट रीडिंग द वेरी फर्स्ट चैप्टर एंड मेक अ टारगेट कि विद इन 1 month और 1.5 month मैक्स टू मैक्स आई विल बी कंप्लीटिंग ऑल दीज चैप्टर्स. एटलीस्ट एक बार भी I should read all these chapters, and so by this you should be covering all your syllabus both of 11th and 12th by January or mid of February. And also the freshers are having boards on February, right? So make sure that you prepare your 12th chapters well. It will be covered both in boards and it is also needed for your NEET UG, because I think after that you'll be having 1.5 months or 2 months I guess. So those months you should be revising all your backlog and you should be also giving regular tests. So उसके पहले the very first thing that you should do is complete your syllabus, and वो छोटे छोटे जो portions तुम पढ़ रहे हो उसका टेस्ट दो. Like it can be part syllabus test, it is not needed कि बहुत full syllabus test अभी से देना चाहिए, but you should be giving part syllabus test until your syllabus is completed. So this was all about the month management, right? But before that you should also set up some daily goals. Like what I used to do is, on the previous night I used to jot down some important chapters and some important topics which I should be studying the very next day, and I used to plan my entire day just like that, just like what I have wrote on my diary the previous night. So that indeed helped me to cover everything up, because what I used to follow is I used to wake up in the morning and read bio. So you can read any subject as per your choice, and then after reading a chapter of it or reading one or more chapters of bio, I used to complete all the questions which are given on my module, which are given online or anywhere else. I used to follow some books like MTG Fingertips, so I used to do all the questions, I used to complete all the questions, and after that I used to read chemistry, like not reading chemistry actually, I used to practice chemistry, and while practicing questions I used to mark the areas where I am having problems, where I cannot solve the questions, and then I used to read the chapter, especially focusing on all those areas where I am having problems. So that was about all my reading pattern, and every day I used to practice physics and chemistry questions, like all those chapters which are easy, moderate, hard, everything. But I used to practice that practicing should be there, because बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करने के बाद ही you'll have that confidence कि हाँ ये मुझे आता है. If you're not practicing questions and if you're only reading, then no, it's a big major no for NEET, because NEET is only based on practicing. It doesn't question how much you know, it just questions how much you can answer, and that is the capability which can be only derived from practicing questions. So make sure to read at least 2 subjects a single day. I mean reading NCERT, not any other book right now, because you're having 4 months left. So please do focus on NCERT. Like a single day you're reading biology, maybe botany and chemistry, the next day you're reading zoology and physics, and that is how you should do. But question practicing should be there. I remember I used to practice chemistry questions during the noon time and physics questions at night, because for me practicing questions were a major source, were a major form to control my sleep, because I'm a person who cannot read up till late night. So I used to feel sleepy when I used to read NCERT up till late night. So I used to complete all of my reading within like 11 PM or so, and then I used to practice questions. If that suits you, then well and good, you can do it. But make sure that you are having a specific balance between reading and practicing questions, because both of them are entirely important. They're really important for cracking NEET exam. Okay, now let's come to the subject-wise approach. So for any subject, one thing which you should do for the very first time is you should be making 3 important sections, 3 important divisions within any subject. And what would these divisions contain? Firstly, the easiest chapters, or the chapters which are perfectly prepared. Like if you are asked at any point of time any question about the subject, you can attempt it, you can answer it correctly. All those chapters should be there in that list. The second list which you should prepare is the moderately prepared chapters, or the chapters which are like not too easy, not too hard for you. So for that you need a jhalak of the NCERT sometimes, and then only you can attempt questions. So those chapters should be in that second list. A third list should contain all the chapters which are not prepared at all, like you're having major doubts in those chapters and you cannot answer any question out of those chapters, and you need to understand the concept well. So all those chapters should be in the third list. So this is a general approach for approaching all the 3 subjects. Just make a list of all those 3 chapters. And now if you're going to read, for example, an easiest chapter, what will you do? You should not read NCERT first. You should directly go on attempting questions. Just solve MCQs, because the theory is already known. So you don't need to read it bar, right? Like if you really know a thing for a specific time and you can understand it well, then bar पढ़ने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. Because उसके बाद अगर you practice questions, then already you'll be having that concept fixed in your mind. If you approach the second list like the moderately prepared chapters, then what should you do? If you think that you're having major incompatibility, then just open your NCERT, read the areas where you're having problems, and then go on solving questions. But if you think that नहीं बहुत कुछ पता है पर थोड़ा थोड़ा नहीं पता, then just go on solving questions, and उसके बाद just this point में you'll be facing difficulty, just again turn over to the NCERT, read it, make that concept clear, or watch a lecture based on only that topic, so that you don't have to waste time, and then go on practicing other questions. And for the third word list, what you should do, you should not solve questions unless and until the concept is clear in your mind, unless and until you can understand the thing well. You should not go on attempting questions because questions galat honge and uske liye your self confidence will be low. So make sure you can understand it well. And now regarding the subject wise distribution, I think for bio it's well and clear. For zoology and botany, those are the theoretical things. बस रट्टा मारना is important, but रट्टा मारने से भी important है questions करना. So you just go on reading NCERT and practice questions and mark the areas where you're having problems on your NCERT, so that जब तुम वो पढ़ोगे, the mistakes will be visible to you and you won't be repeating those mistakes. So this is the only mantra for biology, and please do not read any other book, any advanced thing. No, nothing is required. NCERT is well and enough for NEET, and it is more than enough for NEET actually. बहुत सारे information दिया गया है, so just go on reading NCERT and do practice questions. And now let's come to the second subject, which is physics. Now physics is more or less concept based, तो अगर तुम्हें concept पता है then you can easily solve questions. So if your concept is clear, then please do solve questions of a particular chapter. But if your concept is not clear or you're having any problem on any topic, then watch a video lecture or clear that concept from anyone, because concept clearing is really important in physics. Like if you go on just remembering the formulae and applying it, then maybe you can face problem at a time, because if you do not know how to derive the formula, what is the underlying principle behind it, then maybe you won't be able to solve the questions in your examination hall. And for physics, PYQs are also very important, because if you're solving the PYQs, then you'll be having a basic understanding कि कैसे questions आते हैं. And mostly in NEET, all those questions are being repeated, but maybe this time the question standard can be a little bit high because of the thing which happened last year. So you should always prepare a level higher than what it comes in NEET, so that when you're actually in the examination hall, you don't face any problem, even if the examiner sets up a little bit harder question than last year. And that is everything that you should be doing in physics. And next, coming to chemistry, I think chemistry, the physical part is more or less like physics. So you should practice question, you should clear your concept, you should practice PYQs, you should read NCERT, and that's it. But for the organic part, I think reading NCERT is basically more important, and you should be having your own notes. Like for organic, you should be making your own chart of reactions comprising of both 11th and 12th reactions, and then you should be reading, so that those notes are easily remembered, more than you can remember the NCERT. You can read your own notes more easily. And in organic chemistry, you should be fully blindly reading NCERT, as well as you should prepare your own mnemonics, because बहुत सारे orders remember करना होता है, बहुत सारा कुछ remember करना होता है. So for that you can prepare your own notes, own mnemonics, whatever, but only NCERT. Do not go beyond NCERT. और कुछ ज़्यादा करने का या पढ़ने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. Just go on reading NCERT and solve questions, solve PYQs, and that will back up your chemistry as well. And the last thing which you need to do is appear tests, because more than reading, writing, practicing, this thing is the only change making thing which can make a difference in your result. And this is the only thing which had improved my results as well, because when I was in this span, when I was even having 4 months left for NEET, I used to appear 2 to 3 tests per week, which comprised of part syllabus test as well as full syllabus test, and all of them were really helpful for me. And when you'll be having like 1 month or 2 months left for the exam, then you should be giving regular tests like I used to do. I used to give 2 test papers per day. Then I was like in my last 1 month, I had almost 1 month left for NEET. So that was all I had to do. And I don't know how, but that is the only thing which helped me in aggravating my marks also. After the test, the other more important thing to do is analyzing your mistakes, marking that mistake in your NCERT, remembering those mistakes and not committing the same mistakes again in your next test. So that is all you have to do in your last 4 months. Do not get stressed up, do not eat unhealthy, do not have less sleep, because you need to take care of your health first, because if you're not healthy, you cannot read. So make sure you are having a good health, make sure you drink plenty of water, and please try to be a little unsocial during these days. Like, I may be wrong, but I think the entire life is ahead of you, and after going to college you can do everything, because college life is a chill life. This is a reality, that college life is not as hard as the life that you are living right now. So there will be parties, there will be friends, there will be social functions, and there will be everything. But this time that you're spending right now, it will never come back in your life. Each and every moment that you're living, each and every moment that you're doing your work, they will pay you back after your results are declared. So please make sure that you're little less available to everybody during this phase of time. Give time to yourself, give time to your studies. Make sure you're healthy, eat healthy food, and drink plenty of water. Do not take stress. So yeah, that's all about the video then. Hope you liked it. Hope this video would be beneficial for all the NEET aspirants. Please do not forget to like, comment and share the video, and subscribe the channel if you're not already a subscriber. See you in the very next video. Till then, bye bye.